Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Leslie and today's video is going to be part 1 of how to crochet a flower bouquet. So part 1 will include crochet tutorials for carnations, tulips, lavender flowers, and daisies. Part 2 will be me showing how to actually attach stems and assemble the flowers in a bouquet. And please subscribe because I make a lot of crafting content, lifestyle content, crochet, sewing, all that good stuff. So subscribe and check out my other socials as well. I actually just launched my website where I sell goods that I make, like crochet items I have made. My website is called Shop Love Leslie. And I'm really excited about this. I've never sold my things like through a website before. I have done things like locally on Instagram. So this will be my first time kind of widening my market. So please go check out my website. I'll link all that stuff down below. But I also want to say, if you have been subscribed and if you do watch my videos, I want to say thank you so much. We are at 700 subscribers. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and tuning into my channel. So for our carnations, we will need a 5mm hook. And the yarn I'm using is just a 4-weight yarn. That one is from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to start with a slip knot as I show right there. Then I'm going to insert my hook into that loop and pull it tight. And now we're going to start chaining. So to chain, you just pull yarn over and pull your loop through as I'm showing. You're going to want to chain 49 total, and I'm just speeding myself up here. So once we have 49 chains, we're going to start to double crochet. I'm going to count to the 5th chain from my hook, and I'm going to insert a double crochet. So here I'm about to yarn over, count to 5 again, and I'm going to insert my hook into the 5th one. Then I'm going to yarn over again, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's a double crochet. Now we are going to chain 1. And we're going to skip 1 and place a double crochet in the 2nd from our hook. So there I am skipping and inserting again, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there we have another double crochet. And we're going to repeat this. So chain 1, skip, and place the double crochet into the 2nd one from your hook. And we're going to do this throughout the entire length of our chain. So I'm going to speed through this and just do it at a normal pace. If you are struggling, feel free to edit the speed of my videos to go slower so you can just see exactly what a double crochet is looking like. Here we are at the end, and your last chain should end in a double crochet, and that's what it should look like. So now we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. So now we're going to insert a single crochet into the hole. So I insert my hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I am going to chain 3. And we're going to place another single crochet in that same hole. And another chain 3. And one more single crochet in that hole. Next, I'm going to put a single crochet in the next hole. So I'm inserting, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 3, single crochet in that same space, chain 3, and single crochet in that space again. And we're going to repeat this throughout the entire length. So we're going to insert a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in every single space until you reach the end, and we'll do something a little different. As we work along the length of our chain, we can see that the work starts to curl up, which is totally normal. In our last space, we are not going to do any chain 3s. We are just going to do a single crochet. So there I am pointing out where the last space is. A single crochet, and that is it for this. And to finish it off, we are going to make 1 chain and pull up a loop. You want to make it kind of long, we'll need it later, and snip it off. So that's the first part of the carnations done. There is one more piece we need to make for the carnations for assembly later on, and that's going to be a little circle. So there I am making another slip knot, and we're going to chain 2. And now I don't like to make magic circles, I like to work in the chains. So in the first chain we are going to place 6 single crochets. Okay, so once I count that I have 6, in that first single crochet, I'm going to place 2 single crochets. So we're going to increase all around. We are going to place 2 single crochets in every single stitch. If you want to use a stitch marker, you can. If not, it doesn't matter. You just want to make sure you end up with a total of 12 single crochets, and make sure every single one from the row beneath gets 2 inside. So once we've finished increasing all around and we have our 12 stitches, we're going to end with a slip stitch into the first single crochet. So there's that slip stitch, and then chain 1 and leave a long tail, and we're going to cut that off again. So we're all done with the carnations. So for our lavender flowers, we're going to switch to a 4mm hook and start once again with a slip knot. And here I am just tightening all that up. And we're going to start chaining again. So this time we are going to chain 42 total. So once we have our chain of 42, we are going to find the 7th chain from our hooks. Here I am counting to 7, and we're going to insert a slip stitch into that 7th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Insert my hook, yarn over, and slip through those loops. And there's a slip stitch. Now from here, we are going to chain 6. Okay, and now we're gonna slip stitch again in the next stitch. So yarn over, slip stitch, there we go. And just repeat all along the length. So chain 6. And slip stitch into the next stitch. And you're just going to repeat this again along the entire length of your chain. All right, and to fasten off, we are going to chain 1 and cut. And I'm actually going to show in just a second another one for comparison. I actually recommend chaining around 50 stitches, like the one on the bottom is, just to make them a little bit longer. So those two are just for size comparison. So for our tulips, we are once again going to use a 4mm hook and start off with a slip knot. And from here, I am going to chain 2. And now in that first chain, we are going to put 10 single crochets. So there I am showing you the first chain, and we're going to put 10 single crochets in there. So this is like a way to get around doing like a magic circle or like other joining methods. But yeah. We're just going to put 10 single crochets. So we insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and just repeat that 10 times in that same exact spot. So here I have 10 single crochets, just counting to make sure. And into that first one, we are going to place 2 single crochets. So we're going to start increasing all around. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in that spot. And we're going to repeat this all around. So every single stitch is going to get 2, and our final stitch count at the end of this round should be 20 since we're doubling. So I'm just repeating that. I think my yarn got a little funky there, so I redid that stitch. But there we go. Every single stitch is going to get 2. Alrighty, now for round 3, we are going to put 1 single crochet in that spot, And now's the time to grab a stitch marker or a bobby pin like I am, and we're just going to put it there to just signal that this is the start of our round. And in the next stitch, we are going to add an increase. So for this round, we're going to do 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet, increase, all the way around the circle. So this stitch just gets 1, and this one is going to get 2. And just repeat that pattern all the way around. And your last stitch of this round should be an increase because we started on just a single crochet. So that's just another way to check yourself. All right, and now we're gonna start round 4. And to do this, you're gonna remove your stitch marker and place 1 single crochet. Put your stitch marker back so you know where your first stitch of the row is. And for round 4 through 16, we are just going to be placing single crochets in every single stitch. No more increasing, nothing fancy, just single crochets all the way around the circle over and over again. Just make sure that you're moving your stitch marker and putting it back at the start of every single round. So if you are doing this right, your shape should be looking like a little dome. It's because we're not doing any increases or anything. We're just working straight up. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some progress like clips as we go along. But yeah, like I said, we're only doing 16 rounds. At that last one, we are slip stitching, chaining 1, and cutting to fasten off. Make sure you leave a long tail though at the end again. Alrighty, for daisies, we're going to stick with the 4mm hook, and we're going to start with a slip knot once again. And we are going to make another circle using that like 2 chain method. So here I am chaining 2. And I'm going to put 6 single crochets into that first stitch. You want to use a yellow as like the center of your flower. You can use whatever color, but I'm just using yellow. And I'm doing 6 single crochets into that stitch. Alrighty, so once we have our 6 single crochets, we are going to place 2 in every single stitch. We're going to just do increases again. So there is 1. I'm about to put 1. There's 1. Okay. 1 single crochet, another single crochet, and just repeat all around, ending in 12 single crochets total in a little circle. And to finish our circle off, we're going to slip stitch, chain 1, I redid the slip stitch for some reason, but there we go. We're slip stitching, chaining one, and cutting off. Okay, so you're going to want to repeat this so you have an identical one in green. That's going to be the back of our flower. And now to make the petals, I'm moving on to white. And I'm going to make a slip knot, put my hook in there. And we're actually going to be slip stitching along the 2 circles. So make sure you have the bad sides facing each other as I'm showing there. You want the good sides facing out. So you're gonna have the yellow facing you. You're gonna insert your hook through both the front and back of the flower. So through both the yellow and the green, like I'm doing. And then you're gonna yarn over and make a slip stitch. So pull it through one more time. There we go. And from here, we're gonna chain 7. Okay, and now we are going to double crochet in the 3rd stitch. So there we go, in the 3rd chain from our hook. So we're double crocheting, and you're going to do that along the length of the petals. So we should have 5 double crochets. So there's my 2nd one. My 3rd. My 4th. And one more. So we have 5 double crochets. And now we're going to slip stitch into the next. And make sure, again, you're putting your hook through both the yellow and the green, because you want to make sure these 2 sides are attached together. And we're going to do another slip stitch and just repeat. So you're going to chain 7, double crochet 5, and slip stitch. And you're going to repeat this all the way around, ending with 12 petals. So as I'm working, I am actually going to stuff the ends of the yellow and little green pieces into the inside of the flower, as I'm showing right there. So I'm just stuffing the little tail ends of the yarn inside of the middle. They act like stuffing a little bit and make it the center a little bit puffy, which is cute. But there I am doing that, and I'm leaving the white out, and we're just going to continue like we have been with chaining 7 and making our flower petals. Now to add some structure to our petals and they're not all like floppy, you are going to slip stitch along the length of the petal. So there I am. I slowed it down. We're doing a slip stitch along those double crochets we did earlier and just working our way around. You should be doing 5 along the length, 5 slip stitches, and then another 5 going down. If you somehow end up placing like 6 slip stitches, it really doesn't matter. It should be okay. Our main goal is just to slip stitch our way around the petal just to give it more structure. And I like to do a slip stitch like in between the petals. So there we go, right there. That's the one I'm talking about. All right. So we're going to keep going I'm slip stitching along the second petal now. Okay, so I hope you can see what I mean by provide more structure. Like the petals are nice and straight now, not floppy. And to finish, we are going to finish with a chain 1 and again cut our yarn. So there we have the finished daisy with 12 nice and straight petals. Alrighty, so that is it for part 1. Part 2 will be posted pretty soon. By the time you're watching this, it's probably already on my channel. It's going to be the assembly part, so how I attach stems, how I like assemble them in a bouquet, which is the really fun part. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below. Please subscribe and stay tuned for part 2. Check out my website, as I said in the beginning, Shop Love Leslie. But yeah, that is it. Okay, bye.